Bad news. Ahead of his upcoming fight for Undisputed, Dmitry Bivol, his soon-to-be ex-wife, she's going off. She's telling people some peculiar things. She's saying that, one, Dmitry Bivol needs to be canceled. This is what she's saying ahead of the fight. In addition, she's stating that Bivol has done certain things to her. Furthermore, she has now pledged an allegiance to Canelo Alvarez. And despite Dmitry Bivol, her soon-to-be ex-husband, having beat Canelo Alvarez, she's basically saying that she's rooting for Canelo Alvarez. She's team Canelo Alvarez, etc. Now, I want to give you guys this quick PSA. A lot of times I'm talking about personally. I don't really prefer to talk about people's personal lives and stuff like that. I really would rather keep it boxing. However, part of boxing is the decisions that fighters make outside of the ring and things like that. So news is news, and I got a job to do. And the other thing I was thinking about is the reality is you look at old media who's always calling people unfair, biased, things like that. If you notice, since Boxing Ego has started on my channel, I have vowed to give you guys accurate, reliable news. There's a lot of sources of content nowadays in terms of boxing, but a lot of it's clickbait. It's not knowledgeable. People rushing out quick videos to just get something out for their channels. You know, let me do a quick 2-minute video and not really say much. There's not really a lot of dialogue. So you guys gotta give it up for the content creators, the YouTubers or whatnot, TikTokers that put some effort into their content, and you get quality, audio quality, visual quality, you know, visual aids, things like that. And that's what I've always done. And what I've noticed is in the game of boxing, if I make a video, I never made it about me. I mean, sometimes the fans, they try to make it about me, but it's really about whatever's going on in boxing. I have a duty, a civic duty to give people the boxing news. This is the career path that I've chosen. And when it comes to Bivol, although I don't really, I don't have nothing against him, I don't really care personally from a personal perspective to talk too much about people's personal life. It would be wrong to not talk about Dmitry Bivol, but then when Gervonta Davis gets arrested, not just myself, because I talked about that, or when there's that Gervonta Davis's ex or whatnot did the 911 call, everybody talks about it. When Jamal Charlo gets in trouble, gets arrested, you know, has a video with their spouse or wifey or whatever the case may be, right? Jamal Charlo recently got charged with a DWI, things like that. Everybody talks about it. When Errol Spence, obviously, I mean, that one's a little bit different because he nearly lost his life, but the same goes. Like, there was updated things after where Errol Spence, I guess, had a gun in the hospital room and TMZ reported it. But when it's black fighters, when you see black fighters and there's Tank in a hit and run, or Jamal Charlo got in an argument at a restaurant and things like that, everybody talks about it. If it's black business, it's everybody's business. Everybody, you know, uses it for the clicks and things like that. But then you have people who might not even be from America, like Dmitry Bivol, like Sergey Kovalev, and it's pretty mum and hush. It's like hush hush, where people don't even know what's going on in terms of similar problems, I guess you could say, when it comes to certain individuals. So me, I gotta keep it all the way even Steven, whether you black, white, Russian, Chinese, Puerto Rican, and just do my job. So I wanted to let you guys know, because this is an Ego Thoughts video, and I want to tell you how I feel. I really prefer not to talk too much about anybody's personal life. But again, it comes with the territory. These boxers make certain decisions. But I want to highlight that because, again, if it's Deontay the Bronze Bomber Waldo from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, oh my God, to this day, you know, and he's beefing with Telly or certain things, I make a video about that too. Everybody makes a video about it. Everybody talks about it. There's tons of content. You could just easily search to see what's going on. This stuff with Bivol, I don't really hear nobody else outside of myself on YouTube specifically really talking about it. I don't really see too many people. So I don't know. Bivol got to figure that out. I think the timing is bad. I'm not here to pick sides. I don't know what went on in Bivol's marriage. I don't know. You know, sometimes a woman could be scorned, like if Bivol cheated or something like that. So she could just be trying to ruin him, or she's claiming he put hands on her and did this, and maybe it's true. I don't know. So I'm not really going to take it there because it's not my beef. It's not my situation. But she's doing a lot on social media, and it is a bad look for Bivol ahead of a fight, because you got to understand, most people, they are trying to lock in for their fight, trying to lock in, go to the mountains, get out of their city, get out of their state, train, abstain from sex. You know what I mean? This is the sacrifices that these fighters often make. And then you have this situation with Bivol, and then it's a big distraction. Beterbiev is a monster. Beterbiev is a great fighter. And it seems like all hands on deck, you should be focused. And I'm not saying that he's not, because truth be told, I haven't really seen anyone else reporting on this or really talking about this. So Bivol's had that luxury. Again, if it's a black fighter, like Devin Haney, find a gun found on him, he got arrested temporarily, misunderstanding, everybody talks about it. So I can't play favorites and pick and choose and all that. Anybody can't get it. When it comes to this reporting, I'm like the can man. Anybody can get it. So this is just something that Bivol has got to figure out. And it's no different than other fighters. But again, with certain fighters like Floyd Mayweather, it's everybody's business. Everybody knows about Floyd's trial. Or I remember him and Miss Jackson had some issues right before the Maidana fight. Everybody talks about it as tons of headlines and reports. So no different for Bivol. Bivol has a big fight. It's an undisputed fight. Riyadh season fight. Going to be on ESPN Plus here in the States. And, you know, he has this distraction that he's dealing with in terms of his ex-wife. And again, I don't know too much about their personal life or what went on behind the scenes, but definitely the timing is bad. But that's life. You can't plan when certain events happen and things like that. It just tends to happen and announce itself when it wants to. So let me know what you guys think. I'll leave you guys with the video of Dmitry Bivol and his wife, soon to be ex-wife. She don't seem to be feeling him for whatever reason. She's saying he's not paying enough for child support. It's just getting messy. Roll the clip.
There is just two people who want Bivol. It's Canelo and me. So please write to Saul Alvarez, because when we divorced, when we were in the process of divorce, I told my ex that, you know what, you became such a devil after Canelo, so maybe you won in the ring, but in the life you lost, because this money and this power, it made you crazy. So please write to Canelo. We are the winners with him.